Hello and welcome. This is our 5th class. My name is Sensei Jamoki.
My name is Sensei Apia.
We are representing Zen-Shin Martial Arts Academy, and we have teamed up with Around the World in 79 Days, and as a charity who are focusing on the well-being, mentally and physically, of people during this lockdown period. Great, so thank you for joining us today, and we're going to build on from our last classes. Please be sure to visit, we've got zenshinonline.co.uk. There you'll find some materials like the Beginner's Book of Blocks. Also you can re-watch these classes on there as well. Also 79 Days is the charity's website, so please go in there, you can sign up and log in your miles, and you can also donate to the charity, which is for a good cause. Let's start our class. Yeah? So we're going to start in our traditional way. Hopefully we're getting used to it by now. So we start in our Subudachi position with our heels together. We are going to go onto our knees in Seiza. So we put one knee down and change. And come back. Good. So from here we're going to put our hands together. Just by obeying the tongue. We're going to close our eyes. Now we're going to breathe in through our nose and breathe out. Breathe in, out. Last time, make it a big one. And breathe it out. Moxo Yame. Open your eyes. Good. Sensei, could you say the salutation first?
Sensei, onegaishimasu. Right?
Good job. Now let's take one leg and then let's sit back. Right. Os. Good. I think this is like the 5th class, and we should do our Students' Creed. We've done it for the past like 2 or 3 classes. That is actually on the website that I mentioned earlier, the Zen-Shin Online, and the whole creed's on there, and you'll be able to see that.
We've put that together especially for you guys.
Yeah, so check it out.
Yeah, so do have a look.
Cool, so let's try it. So we're going to stand in our natural position. Maybe you know it, maybe you just want to listen. Join in. I intend to develop myself in a positive manner and to avoid anything that will reduce my mental growth or my physical health. I intend to develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and others. I intend to use what I learn in class constructively and defensively to help myself and my fellow man, and never to be abusive or offensive. Masubudachi. Right. Us. Okay, good job. So let's get it started. Let's go straight into our warm-up because I know time flies so fast. We're going to just start by jogging on the spot here. I'm not moving my legs too much at the moment. I'm just kind of relaxed here. Like this, arms are going. Let's count to 10 in Japanese. Let's see if you can remember. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I want you to come down. We're going to go a little bit faster. I'm not pretending to sprint. Let's count again. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good job. I'm relaxed. Good. Let's go around with our arms real quick. That's a nice little sprint there. And there's moate, so we change direction with our hands.
I think they can go a bit faster.
You think so? I'll show you.
Step it up another.
Okay, so let's go around with our hips. We'll just loosen up first. Go. Okay, and I'm going to go the opposite way. Go. Okay. I think Sensei wants to do some more jumping here. So let's do one set. So we'll do our first one. This is just a gentle jog. Then we're going to come down a bit more serious. And then the last one, we're going to go all in, arms and legs on the spot. I just went forward though. We'll try our best to stay on the spot. Okay, so let's go. We just go in. Okay, let's count. 1, Let's go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruku, shichi, hachi, kyo, jia. Okay, we're going down. We just picked up the pace a little bit. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruku, shichi, hachi, kyo. You know what's coming? Let's go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruku, shichi, hachi, kyo, jia. Yeah, okay, good job. I moved a bit forward. Woo, that was a good sprint. And they kept up with us as well, so well done. Good job. Let's spread our legs here for the moment. And then you don't have to go all the way. And let's just touch the floor in front. Now, because we had a little sprint, I want you to think about your breathing and just try and get your breath back. Let's come over this side and we're going to try and turn and touch these toes over here. Do your best. Okay, let's come over to the middle and now to the other side. Good, and come back to the middle. Good, let's you can jump on legs in. We can stand up. We're not quite done yet with our warming up. We have done a little bit of work for our warm-up and practicing in our fighting stance. And that's when we have one leg forward, we've got both arms up. This is our guard here. Imagine coming center. Also we're here, this is our fighting position. So my legs are relaxed and we are going to practice a bounce. And this bounce is so I can move quickly. If I'm stuck on the spot, it's hard to move. So if sensei does attack me, I'm going to be too slow. So this is why we have a little bounce, just so we can move and I can be more agile this way. So be careful with the room that you have. You don't need to start bouncing all over the place and knocking things down. We can just be working on the spot, going forward and back. So let's join us. So this is our kumite stance, our kumite dachi, or our fighting stance like this. Good. So keep both legs relaxed. Sorry, I was doing on the side to show them like this. I'm looking away and going and got my guard up. Let's change leg. Good. So you might find one side feels better. Let's change leg again. For me, left leg in front feels better, and that will be the same for most people. Change leg. Good. Now try and keep both toes bouncing at the same time. No galloping like a horse. We're going together. Change. Good. Okay, and relax. Good job. Well done. Shake it up. So that was just balancing in our fighting stance. I want us to try doing a punch in that as well. So maybe if I show my sensei us unifying stance, you don't have to do anything here, but I just want to show you from here, and I'm bouncing. I'm going to use the front arm, so my left leg forward and my left hand, and I'm going to step and punch and come back. So quickly you look like this, go back. 1, 2, 1, 2. See, as I move forward, the punch comes out. And then I can move back quickly, so I can move in and out. Remember, when I punch, I don't want you to lean forward. The sensei could like knee me as well. So I need to punch and keep my head up and move back here. We're not trying this on the partner yet, just because we're still beginners, don't want it to hurt anybody. We can practice this in the air. So remember to move forward and back. Okay, so when I say kumite, you're going to show me your fighting stance. And we ki as well. Remember we did that last class. When we shout like this. You're trying to scare you. So I'll be on the side, you can go forward. Kumite! Okay, let's have a little bounce then. So maybe you need to wave your front hand. Which one's going to punch? So the arm and leg move at the same time. Get ready. Each punch and come back. Knee, punch. Set. Shi, go, ruku, shichi, hachi, kya, ja. Good, okay, let's change. We're not going to stop. Let's keep our guard up. So now my front hand again is going to punch. This will be my right leg and right arm. Okay, we got 10 again. So make sure you look forward the whole time. Each. Knee, suck, she, go, Uchiki, Hachi, Chia, Chia. Good, and that's all that bouncing's got me hot. Good job. Let's reach up to the sky for a moment. Let's be tall. We can go on our tiptoes as well to be extra tall. Try and balance each knee, sun, cheek, ball. Good. And we're going to touch our toes down here if you can. So that move that we just did in Japanese is Kazami-zuki. Kazami-zuki, good. And we can come back. And in English, the most common way we would refer to that is a jab, which maybe you've heard before of doing a jab. This is the same movement. We call it a Kazami-zuki in Japanese. Yeah, cool name. Good. So, I think it's time to do some push-ups because we've been doing it every week. We're going to get strong, and let's see if we can do better this week. So remember, you could do them against a wall if you're at that level. That's fine. And you could come do them on your knees. That's also fine. And you can also do normal ones. It's fine. Just work at your level, and whatever you do, you can take good ones. I'll face forward. Okay, let's do 10. You can count with me as well. Hajime. Ich. Ni. Sa. Shi. Go. Ruku. Shichi. Hachi. Kya. Jia. Okay, and rest. Good job. They felt good. A nice 10. We're down here on the floor now, so we might as well do some sit-ups, right? We're going to work on that six-pack. You could tuck your feet underneath like your sofa or something, and that actually makes it easier, but you can do good.
Also, if they have a partner at home,
yeah.
shall we try it together?
Should we? Like we're going to link feet like this.
Yeah. So if you're lucky enough to have someone at home with you, training, having a great time, let's link our feet like this.
You know what's even better when we do a high five with the top?
Yes.
That's cool. So if not, and you don't have a partner, that's cool, you can just do normal sit-ups.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's try 10. Go. Ich. Ni. Sa. Shi. Go. Ruku. Shichi. Hachi. Kya. Chia. Good. Got it. Well done. They were good with the partner. I recommend. Good. Now let's try. We'll do squats and you've done the full set then. You should do these 3 exercises. One thing we can do with our squats is we can do the squat and kick.
I wonder if I can remember what that kick's called.
Yes.
I think we did it last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did. It's a my Gary. Good job if you remembered that. My Gary means front kick. So let's have a try. We do a squat and a my Gary. Remember to keep your guard up and keep your back up as well. No, we're bending over and looking at the floor. I'll come from the side. Okay, let's try. Ich. Ni. Sa. Shi. Go. Ruku. Chi. Hachi. Kya. Jia. Good. That's well done. Shake it off. Do not exercise. I'm definitely warm now. I've got a little bit of sweating a little bit. Let's try a nice stretch. A great stretch I like. We didn't put our hands on the floor, but we're going to step our legs back. So
maybe it'll be really uncomfortable to have straight legs for some of you, so you can have a little bit of a bend if you need.
yeah. So this is a common yoga pose. Down dog. You can see Sensei here is very good at this. We're always trying to keep your heels on the floor, and you're going to push away from the floor with your hands. I want you to look up towards your belly button. And then you try and relax in this position. And just breathe. Good job. Okay, I want you to look forward. If you look at me, we're going to just take one leg. We're going to step forward now. So what's this one called, though?
Warrior.
It's the warrior. Okay, we've noticed the stance that we do in this. This is our front stance that we've been practicing. I'm trying to get my toes to turn forward. Sometimes I do it on the side, don't they, or something. But we want to get our toes to go forward. That front leg bent and that back leg straight. And we can twist just like, should we do it up then with the hands up? Just like a proper warrior. But the stance and how we remain strong and balanced is like the same principles. Good, let's put our arms out to the side for a moment. Good job, let's put our hands down. We're going to swap legs. So I'm going to bring the other leg forward and make that big stance. We're going to try and get our toes to turn forward. That back leg sometimes can stick out to the side. I want your toes to go forward. We started off with our hands up. Then brought them to the side.
Remember to have a nice gap in between your legs. Don't be too narrow. This is when you're really wobbly. And move that leg over.
Very important.
You're struggling with balance.
Yeah, maybe shake it off. Good job. And what Zen-Shin said is very important with our stance, because we will be working on this later more, and moving with the techniques. And one common problem that beginners have is that their stance is in line when they step. See how problematic that would be? Imagine walking like that. You're going to lose balance, where when you step you need to always come in and out. And there's always that gap in between my legs. It's not very far, it's only this much as wide as my shoulders, but that is enough for me to be strong. Okay, well, now we mentioned stance. Let's have a practice. Maybe we need to move back in our room. We're going to take about 3 steps. Maybe you need to just rearrange yourself so we have more space. And what we're going to do is that same stance, and we're going to step forward in our front stance. We're going to look the way we're going. We can put our hands behind our back, like this. And when we step, Sensei will show you, see how the back leg comes in and out. So we call it a C step, because she's making a C. If you do one more, going in and out, and you'll find that a lot easier than like waddling like this, which some people do. So these are things you can think about when you're stepping. So let's try and get some space with our hands behind our back and our legs spread. Okay, let's try. We step forward. I'm going to use, this will be your left side over here. So let's use our left leg. Good, now look forward, back up straight. Toes are trying to face forward. And again, knee. So. Good, now we're going to go backwards. So try not to lean forward and go back. You want to remain upright and step. Let's try it. And again, knee. So. Good, and yame. Like this, yeah, good job. Okay, show those legs off, because stepping like that, and if you work in your stance, really does work your legs. It's going to make them stronger and more flexible because of the positions we're moving in. So try not to go easy on yourself here with the steps. I'm trying to work the legs in. Yeah, and you should feel it. This is how we get stronger and better. You upgrades. Let's try one more set. Let's do our right side stepping forward first now. So this is your right, hands behind your back. Let's try it. Knee. So. We're going back. Each. Knee. So. Yame. Good. And us. Okay, good job, well done. So hopefully that feels more comfortable with you now. We did this a couple of classes, and you're more confident in moving. We are going to step forward and back with the blocks, but first I'd like to do a little bit of partner work of us practicing the blocks with each other. I think before that we should quickly review the blocks we've been doing. Yeah, because let's do that before we jump into it. So actually, let's start at the very beginning. What is the first move that I showed you? It wasn't a block. It was a type of strike or a punch. Can you show me? Okay, good job. So that is our chokozuki. Okay, that's our punch on the spot. So we're going to try that now together. We got 10. Okay, so you always show me already. Let's use our left hand first to punch. Get ready. Ich, ni, sa, shi, go, ruku, shi, chi, ha, chi, kya, jia. Now we're going to kya. We're going to do our shout. Aya! Yummy! Good job. Okay, so our next move we're going to practice 10 is, I'll say it in Japanese, Uchiki.
I wonder if they know Arguki.
Yeah, I wonder as well. Can you show me it?
Have a quick practice at home.
Yeah. If you don't know, that's fine. So, our Arguki, should we go on 3? We're going to use this hand. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Arguki, our rising block. See, we protected our head. It's not on top of our head. It's away from the head. Okay, so let's put our hands down. We're going to try that. Remember, we make that X in the middle every time to block.
Of course.
Okay, let's try 10. Ich, ni, sa, shi, go, ruku, shi, chi, ha, chi, kya, jia, aya, aya. Yummy. Us. Okay, good job. Well done, everybody. Well done for keeping up. So, our next block is our lower block, our lower sweeping block. So we can be protecting our tummy or even our legs, sometimes from a kick or a punch with this block. I feel like we haven't done this as much. If you know it, good job. This is our lower sweeping block. See how the hand comes up by our shoulder and slides down and blocks. Goes up, slides down and block. This way. Let's try. Let's try. Very important that it starts from up here. Okay, so we'll use our left hand again. Ich, go up, down. That's 1. Now this hand on the side is going to go up to the top for our next one. Ni, sa, shi, go, ruku, shi, chi, ha, chi, kya, jia, aya. Yummy. Us. That's 2 blocks we've done out of like the 4 main blocks. These blocks are actually featured in our beginner's book of blocks that we made, especially for you guys. So go check on the links to see that. Next one is our outside block. Uchiki. Uchiki. So this one starts from under the armpit and it's going to go round here this way. Then it comes under and out. The full name for this block is inside because it starts on the inside, outside block. Inside, outside block. Inside, outside block. See the block here? Can you just slap me? This way, so this is how the block would work. Coming out to the side. Here, okay, well, thank you. So, let's try. We're going to use our left hand again. Get ready? Ich. So go all the way under for the next one. Ni, sa, shi, go, ruku, shi, chi, ha, chi, kya, jia, aya. Yummy. About us. Okay, good job. That's 3. We've done a rising block, a lower block, outside block, and our last one inside block. See how we just went outside of our body to block here, we're now coming across and inside. Maybe if you go straight for me, here, it goes across my body to block. Good, let's try. So, remember with this block, when I block, let's say with let's give me my left hand for you, I'm going to bring it back behind and across my body. And then this hand now, when I change hand, is going to come out in front, and the other one comes back across my body. This one is probably the hardest for the beginners, and it does look a lot like the other block. So there is a difference between the outside and the inside. So give it a go. Let's try with our left hand first. Again. Sotoki. Let's try. Ich. Ni. Sa. Shi. Go. Ruku. Shichi. Hachi. Kyo. Jia. Aya. Yame. Oh, okay, well done. Could you manage it? If you could, well done. If you can't, all it takes is practice and practice and practice. I would like to know what your favourite block is. Can you even remember it? We have Arguki, Gidamburai, Uchiki, Sotoki. Sensei, what's your block? Favourite?
My favourite, I think I already told them if you can remember.
Gidamburai,
That's
okay.
my favourite block. What's your favourite?
Mine would be Arguki.
Yeah,
I think
would be.
that's number one. And our dad, who is the main chief instructor here, and his favourite block is Sotoki. He gets all his students to remember that's his favourite block. Good job. So, okay, we've gone through them. Let's turn it up a notch. We're going to do a bit of partner work. I can see the time has flown by. So, before we do this partner work, I want us to work safely with your partner. If you don't have a partner, that is fine. You can practice on your own. But it's very important that I'm not trying to beat up the person I'm working with. I'm trying to work with them to make ourselves better. So, karate is about respect and treating others well. Not being a bad guy, but being a good guy. So that's very important. And you'll see, even though, me and Sensei have been doing this for a long time, and we have got skills, but we don't have to use them on each other to beat each other up right here and right now, do we?
Because otherwise, he's never going to want to partner with me again.
Exactly. So this is why we want to work with each other. Okay, so the first thing we do is actually we put our feet together on the subadat and we bow to each other. Okay, so we're going to practice our 4 blocks. We have done a little bit of this before, but we're going to go on top and we're going to touch here. So I'm making a big and slow move, but I want just to make sure that Sensei's block actually works if that attack was to come down. So I'm not too close to her, and I can use one hand and she blocks, and then the other one, and again. And remember, every time she's making an X in the middle, she's not going on top. Okay? So let's try this with your partner. If you don't have a partner, you're just going to practice. And the best thing you can do is to visualize someone attacking you, and you're going to try and be as strong as you can every time you block. Okay, let's try. So pick someone that's going to be the attacker. I'm going to be the bad guy. And pick someone who's going to be the defender, the good guy. That's going to be Sensei. Okay, let's try. So, first one. Ich. Ni. Sa. Shi. Go. Ruku. Shichi. Hachi. Kya. Ja. Good. And yame. Oh, good job. Okay, so we're going to swap over partners now, and roles. If you're on your own, you can just practice another 10 by yourself. Okay, let's try. Ich, ni, sa, shi, go, ruku, Uchiki, Hachi, Ja, Ja. Yummy. Also, we can bow. Oh, good job. Okay, so hopefully none of us are we're okay. We're still friends.
Did your blocks work?
Yeah, well, hopefully we should be able to maybe have your head, your arm on your head, and then you felt everything and your hair got messy. So these are things we can work together to find out if you're doing good karate. Our next one we're going to do is we're going to practice Uchiki today. Actually, I think we got time for one more. So this is where I'm going to go on the outside. I'm going to imagine like almost patting Sensei's arm. Good job, well done. But she don't like that, so when I go around, you're going to block it here. See how she brings it away from the body? It starts actually on the opposite armpit over here. And because that gives it a better motion, it's going to be stronger. If you make it too small, if you make the block too small, it's not going to come out, is it? Going to show me once more. So if you actually make a bigger movement, then she's able to, and I feel it. And, yeah. So we're just showing you as an example why it's important that we make the full movement. So I'm just going to go for the tap. Sensei's going to under this way. Yeah, okay, let's try. So we bow. Okay, so we'll pick a hand. I'm going to use this side first. If you're on your own, just join along with us. Ich, ni, sa, shi, go, ruku, shichi, hachi, kyo, jia. Good, and yame. That's a good job, okay. That was pretty good, I feel that, and those blocks were strong. And it is important that when we finish the block, although we're fast, we are like, we tense at the end to make it strong. If it's not, if we never tense, it's going to be weak and floppy and not going to do its job.
And I think to get that, you want that twist at the end.
Yeah, and you'll notice with all our techniques, there's a twist, and that gives you the power. Okay, so we do last exercise. We're going to go for the arms again.
I'm going to go with this hand.
Okay, great. Perfect. Let's try. Ich, ni, sa, shi, go, ruku, shichi, hachi, kyo, kyo. Yummy. I'm back. Okay, good job. I hope you guys were able to do that. But one thing I was thinking about as you hit me, one problem that some people might do, they come around, they block it too close to their body. So see, I've been hit. So actually, when I block, I want to block it out away from me rather than being too close. It's really important. We're going to leave it there for the moment. I wish we could do more, but I'd really like to add some stepping and techniques together just so we're good. We're going to use the 3 steps again, and we're going to try and step 3 backwards as well with a technique. We haven't done Gidan-Burai today, so we're going to practice that. So on Gidan-Burai, let's say I pick the left leg first. I'm going to step forward and block. Then when we move back, it's the same deal, but backwards. So now not only are we learning to block and make a strong block, but actually move away and block from the attack. So it's really important we can step, move fast, and yeah, that's good. So get some space. Okay, let's all go with our left side first. Remember the arms cross, and he goes on top and slides down and it's Gidan-Burai. Remember to work your stance. Let's try. Ich, ni, sa. Now we're going to step backwards. Ich, ni, sa. Now let's try one more step forward. Ich, ni, sa. We're going back. Ich, ni, sa. From here, I'll do a bonus. See, this other hand is by our side. We're just going to use this hand. Twist, and we're going to punch.
First.
Can we try that? Let's go. Yeah. Yummy. Okay, good job. How did you find that? Were you able to move? I hope I didn't go too fast for you. I think we could try one more block and step in. I like to practice our Soto ki because that's our hardest block, and we're going to be stepping across. So if I'm in my front stance here, I'm going to go this way. See how if there's an attack coming towards me, my arm is moving it across my body. I'm not going out, I'm going across this way. When I step as well, this front arm now marks and blocks, mark and block. That's the set. This is the hardest technique for the beginner's blocks. But do your best. Get ready, get some space. Let's try. So let's go. Let's use our left side again first, and we'll make our block. Ich, knee, so. Let's go backwards. Ich, knee, so. We're going to do one more set. Let's go forwards. Ich, knee, so. Back, ich, knee, so. Yummy. I forgot to do our punch at the end. Are we all ready? Oh man. Okay, let's do the punch again. Let's start off. Go on, let's start. We'll do one more forward, one more back. I remember to do the punch. So remember at the end of that punch, we're going to step back, we're going to step back, we're going to step back. Then the other hand on the side, you're going to twist and punch. Can I just, as we're making a deal of it, can I just show you? If you're in a fighting stance and you were to step and punch, this is my block here. So I come across the body and I block. Now my other hand is ready to punch this way. So I'm going on a block, across, punch here. So this is what we're doing. Okay. Forward, back, punch. I'll remember. Let's go next side. Ich, knee, so. Let's go back. Ich, knee, so. Aya! Yummy. And we'll super dash. Right. Well done, everybody. Wow, we really went through it there. I think to go through the other blocks, we're going to work on that the next class. Usually I do the next class on my own and we can learn more as well. It's nice to do some partner work. I think we could have a go at doing our front kick stepping forward real quick. So I would advise, if you do have the space and got the time, to practice a couple of those blocks stepping forward, our Uchiki. Yeah, I think that's the easiest. And we didn't practice, well, I think we practiced the other ones, didn't we? So we have our Uchiki, our Gidambrai, and our Soto-ki. Good, okay. So now we're going to practice our Maigeri stepping forward. So rather than making a proper front stance like this, we're going to make that relaxed fighting stance we made at the start of class. Can you remember when we were in our fighting stance? And we're going to use our back leg, kick and step, kick and step. Okay, we're going to try that. Now, notice when I kick, I'm not waving my hands everywhere. I have to be very controlled. So my arms are up. I'm looking forward at the bad guy, which is you, and then I'm going to kick and come down this way. Notice how if I had a chair in front of me, and we're going to lift up our leg first and kick over it. And we can't swing, we're going to hurt our toes. So it's really important that we do it properly, lift up, kick and step. Okay, let's try. So we're going to try doing 3 steps forward and then back just like we did. I think we'll just do forwards actually, that's a better idea. Your way. So let's try next time, we're going to step into kumite. Kumite!
Yeah.
This is our fighting stance. Now we're going to step forward, let's try. Uchiki. Knee. Sa. Good, okay, let's move back. How did they feel?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Let's try, let's get in our fighting stance again. Get some space, we've got 3 kicks. Ich. Knee. Sa. Yeah, man. Good. Okay, I want to give you a tip. What looks wrong here? They know. I wonder if they know.
There's a couple of things.
There were a few things actually. This happens in class as well. Let me do it one more time. I'm going to try to overemphasize the one thing. I've got to be perfect apart from this one thing. Let's try. That's the best I could do. Do you guys think you know? Go on, Sensei, tell them.
You're going like up and down, you're like straightening your leg and down again.
Yeah, so the best thing, imagine you are my target, you can be the bad guy, you can say that. And if I from here, for instance, I go up and move, all my force and my power's kind of gone up here. But if I can remain in the same height from here, I can deliver a proper kick. So it's really important that this front leg is kind of bent up the whole time, and we don't want to come up this way. So really imagine you're against the bad guy. And kick. I think we can do one more round of this. Let's try. It'll be even better now. So left side, kumite.
Yeah.
Let's try each. Knee. Sa. Good. And yame. Let's come back. Now, do you notice the noise? All I could hear was the snap of my gi, and then maybe a slight touch of the feet going down on the floor. So make sure you're not stamping, because you sound like Bigfoot. So yeah, keep just down and control it down like this. Okay, let's try. Kumite.
Yeah.
Ich. Knee. Sa. Yame. Okay, well done everybody. Good job. Doing a bit of like review of the blocks. This is our 5th class, so hopefully by now we're starting to like get a feel for it, and we can start really advancing up for the next class. I hope. And I worked out that if they've done 45-minute classes, which works out to 3 miles, doesn't it, according to 79 days. So if we've done 5 classes, that's 15 miles, isn't it? Each. Yeah. So I would advise people to log on, sign up, and you can track your miles and join in part of the community when they have Facebook pages and things like that, and Instagrams that you can join into. I would like a quick stretch, just a couple of movements. Hans Sensei, how about you give us your favourite stretch you'd like to share with us?
I always like to start, let's have our feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to breathe in and bring our arms up first, and we're going to lean over to our left, and you can exhale, and we're going to come back up to the centre, and we're going to bend the other way, so it's like a banana stretch with opening at the side of the body. Let's go back to the middle. This time you're going to lean forwards, try and keep those legs straight, and your back is flat now here.
You got to feel like you're pushing your bum out behind you, don't you?
Yeah.
So it feels normal.
Okay, now if you can bring your hands down to the floor and just release the neck here. Okay, if you need to bend your legs, have a bend here to get your hands down. Good. So let's pull our hands just a little bit forward. So we're kind of in a triangle shape. That's our downward dog. Let's lift one leg in the air as high as you can. You can point your toes and bring it back down. Let's do the other leg lift. Up to the sky and down. Good, now walk your feet towards your hands, slowly. Good, and unravel very slowly until we're standing back up again. Good. Let's bring our right arm, it's going to go out and across the body, and we're going to hug it in with the other arm, so we're here. Okay, so we have a nice stretch here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, let's take it over with the other arm, one across, one on top, and gently pull it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax the arms. Let's clasp our hands behind our back like this, interlace your fingers. So maybe you can feel the stretch already, or if you can, you're going to open up the chest here and try and bring your arms up behind you. Okay? And then to go deeper into this now, we're going to lean forwards and take the arm over top. So you could just be here if your shoulders are tight, or if you can, bring them as far over as you can for each knee. Zen-Shin, go. Good, and bring it up. Okay, this time for the legs, what we're going to do is just bring our right leg up. You're going to grab hold of your knee and pull it into your chest. So if you want to grab hold of a wall or a chair for balance, you can do, that's fine. Squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Can we take this foot now and just hold it here instead? If you drop your balance, it's okay. Just come back up when you're ready. It's fine. So we've got a nice hip opener here. Switch. Yeah, that's good, Sensei. Nice. And down. Good. Give it a shake.
I just about survived.
Let's do the other leg. Lift up in front first, get your balance. So one thing that will really help with keeping your balance is keeping your eyes focused on a still point in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to grab hold of that foot and just pull it in front of you. So depending on how tight your hips are, like with me, my foot's quite far away to just give me a bit more space. But,
like me.
or you can bring it close and really high up if you've got that space in the hips. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently relax it down. Good. Shake off the legs.
That's great.
Good. Yeah.
You did loads. That's great. Perfect. Cool. Let's finish our class properly.
Nice.
So we're going to go into our Subudach position. We're going to go back into Caesar. So we go one knee down and the other knee. Good. I remember boys and girls would sit differently. So then we're going to put our hands together again, and we're going to finish with just a couple of breaths, just to end our class and just to relax.
Nice.
So Moxo Hajime, close your eyes and then breathe in and out. Breathe in, out. Last one, in, out. Moxo Yame, open your eyes. Sensei.
Sensei ni domo arigatou gozaimashita. Ready?
Pause. Let's stand here. Ready? Pause. Good job. Well done, everybody. I think it's time for a high five for your partner. Are we chill about as well? Probably good. Thank you for joining us today. Congratulations. That is our 15 miles done in total, if you've done every class so far. So thank you for joining in. Just remember, we have the Zen-Shin online website. Also, the 79 Days website where you can sign up, log in, fundraise, and get involved this way. Thank you for being here. I will see you next class.
Guys, let us know how you're doing in the comments as well. It's really great to see how you're enjoying the classes.
What a great thing. And if there's anything you'd like me just to review or work on, that is absolutely possible. Great. Thank you very much.
Us.
Thank you.